In the first Avatar, we see the strong-headed, curious woman who's very in love with her people and very in love with her environment and her way of life. Then in The Way of Water, we still see the strong-headed woman, but this time she's bashing heads with the Metkayina's village leader's wife, who is a badass in her own right. But now that Neytiri is a mother, we see this more overtly protective side of her. And because she's seen how humans actually are, she's slowly developing that hatred towards them. Rightfully so, though. And in Fire and Ash, she's grieving the loss of her firstborn child, her first son, as well as the fact that she has to leave her culture, leave her people behind. So now that grief is really being turned into hatred, and that hatred is clouding her vision, and because of that hatred, she says and does things that we are not going to be covering right now. But I love being able to experience all of those emotions with her, and Zoe Saldana, being a mom herself, really put on a performance in Fire and Ash. Loak was interesting. His mannerism of understanding the importance of the Sully name, as well as the fact of like, hey, I'm now the only surviving son to these legends. I now need to prove myself. He's very much like Atreus in the God of War. He knows his father's important. He understands that he needs to listen to his father, but he knows that he can do so much more. He wants to be so much more. And because of that, he's viewed as disobedient and has to go on his own spiritual journey to find himself. And Loak is to Atreus as Jake is to Kratos, because Jake and Kratos very much war veterans, but now that they have children, they put their mantle aside and they kind of just like, hey, I'm gonna disown this title of war monster because I don't want that side of me to come out, so I'm destroying my family. But then they realize that they got to go back into the game and really embrace their full nature. And the Colonel is very much like Zuko in Avatar The Last Airbender, in the sense that both of them have this high duty and honor to their nation, and they want to capture the person that is a hindrance to that nation, but they're also realizing that the world is so much bigger and so much more beautiful than what they thought it was, and there's this internal conflict within them. And yeah, that's about it.